Good old YouTube told me 9 steps. So far, step 1, a lot harder than they made it seem like. Just simply drain the tank. Here's my faucet. I turned on the hot water, kept the cold water going, hooked it up. Obviously the first go round wasn't hooked up too good. Tightened it on up. Started draining, but it didn't drain at all at first. I had to leave the cold water going. The drain wasn't going at all. It's a 20-year-old hot water heater, by the way, so it's probably got sediment all the way up. I kept on releasing this valve, trying to get it stirred up in there or something. Finally, I got it going. Now, you listen to this. I guess that's the water just trickling out, the last bit trickling out. But whenever I started this, it wasn't leaking, it wasn't coming out at all out of the bottom drain. Sink running. As soon as I turn off the cold water, boom, the sink would stop running. Like there's no water inside the hot water heater. I don't know. I guess it's gravity fed and stuff, I'm sure, but I don't know all that. So I left it all running, and then I started playing with this, off on, off on, off on, and it finally kept on hitting that, and it is draining now. Before it wasn't making that noise at all. So I suppose it's I gotta make sure I got that tight. It's only 90-something degrees today, hotter than hell. But the hot water heater was working, but it just, the pilot light kept on going out. And it was 20 years old. I think it was some kind of sensor because there's no water inside the hot water heater. It wouldn't keep it. The water would be cold before you got out of the shower. It's a 40-gallon. We're bumping it up to the old 50-gallon here. A.O. Smith is the one to go to. That's one that we had, and we're going to stick with it. But we're going to the 50-gallon. Hopefully these water sources still work. I think it is a little taller, but not too much. And yeah, more to follow. But step 1, harder than it looked. Just drain it. No, it's not just drain it. Of course, I do have the gas turned off outside, as well as this right here, I think is broke. I'm not sure if it was a gate or a quarter turn. I don't know. It's broke, so I'm really not trusting that one at all. But I got it turned off outside. After I turned it off, I kept on trying to light the pilot. First time it did light, and I turned it on, and the flame come on and went out. Turned it off, tried to get the pilot to stay. The pilot light wouldn't even stay. So I'm going to trust that as it's not. I let it set for about 20 minutes. Try to light the pilot, see if there's any gas buildup in there. There's no gas buildup. So I'm confident that the gas is turned off. And that little bit is drained either from this one being off or the gas line is just on the other side of the wall. So at the max 8 foot of line between here and the main. All right. I've got a torch, so I'm gonna sweat these loose, heat these up, take them off, disconnect the gas, disconnect this, sweat it. I'm not sure what, is that shark bite? I bet that is a shark bite, ain't it? I don't know. I wish I did. Oh, I should be pointing at it. It's a coupler, but that's sweated. I don't know why this wouldn't be. Maybe I'll research that. It looks like just a coupler. But how can you get a shark bite off once it's on? I don't know. All right, more to follow. Step 1 is almost done. We're going to call it done.